friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to solve exercise 1.5 question number 1. Classify the following numbers as rational or irrational. As you know that rational number can be written in the form of p by q, whereas irrational number can't be written in the form of p by q. So first is 2 minus root 5. 2 minus root 5 is rational number or irrational number. You have to classify. So we know that root 5 is irrational number. Then when you subtract 2 minus root 5, then it is also irrational number. So first is irrational number. Second part is 3 plus root 23 minus root 23. First of all, we solve it. Then after solving, we will get 3 plus root 23 minus root 23. Plus root 23 minus root 23 cancel. Now this will be equal to 3. And 3 is rational number because we can write in the form of p by q. So this implies that it is rational. Third part, 2 root 7 upon 7 root 7. As you know that root 7 cancel. This will be equal to 2 upon 7. 2 upon 7 is in the form of p by q, then it is rational number. It is rational number. Fourth part is 1 upon root 2. Since we know that root 2 is irrational number. Root 2 is irrational number. When 1 divided by root 2, then it is also irrational number. So you can write it is irrational. Last part of question number 1. Fifth part, 2 pi. As you know that pi is irrational number. Therefore, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi is also irrational number. So 2 pi is irrational number. It is irrational. Question number 2. In question number 2, simplify each of the following expressions. Simplify means write in simplest form, in reduced form. First part is 3 plus root 3 and 2 plus root 2. Multiply. Here no sign means multiply. Multiply 3 plus root 3 in bracket 2 plus root 2. This is the binomial. It is also binomial. Multiply binomial to binomial. Then first of all you write this. This will be equal to 3 plus 3 in bracket 2 plus root 2. Plus write here root 3. Again in bracket 2 plus root 2. Now multiply. After multiply 3 to the 6 plus 3 multiply by root 2, 3 root 2 plus root 3 multiply by 2, 2 root 3 plus root 3 multiply by root 2, 3 to the 6, root 6. Now, if there is like term, then you solve it. 6 plus 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 plus root 6. There is no any like term, then this is answer. Second part is 3 plus root 3, 3 minus root 3. This is the form of a plus b and a minus b. Then we know that since a plus b into a minus b, this will be equal to a square minus b square. With the help of same identity, we have to find this. This is 3 plus root 3 and 3 minus root 3. A plus b, a minus b, a equal to 3, b equal to root 3. Then a plus b into a minus b, this will be equal to a square minus b square. Therefore 3 plus root 3, 3 minus root 3, you can write this will be equal to 3 whole square minus root 3 whole square. This will be equal to 3 whole square, 3 3 are 9, minus root 3 whole square, remove square root, then it will be 3. 9 minus 3 equal to 6. 6 is answer. Third part, root 5 plus root 2 whole square. This is a plus b whole square. It is of the type of a plus b whole square. As we know that a plus b whole square equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Therefore, on the basis of this, we have to find the value of root 5 plus root 2 whole square. This will be equal to a square root 5 whole square plus b square root 2 whole square plus 2 into a root 5 into b root 2. This will be equal to root 5 whole square 5 plus root 2 whole square 2 plus 2 into root 5 into root 2, 5 to the 10 root 10. This will be equal to 5 plus 2 7 plus 2 root 10. This is the answer. Last part, fourth part, 5 minus root 2, 5 plus root 2, same, a plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square. Then you can write this will be equal to 5 square minus root 2 whole square. 5 square, 5 5 are 25 minus root 2 whole square 2. 25 minus 2, 23. 23 is answer. Question number 3. Recall pi is defined as the ratio of circumference say c of circle to its diameter say d. That is pi equal to c upon d. This seems to contradict the fact that pi is irrational. How will you resolve this contradiction? So that as we know that this is a circle and it is circumference. Circumference is denoted by c and this is the diameter. Diameter is denoted by d. So we know that pi is equal to pi is the ratio of c upon d, circumference and diameter. So we know that when we measure the length of line or a figure by using a scale or any device, means when you measure this length, this circumference with the help of scale or any other devices and length or diameter, then we do not get an exact measurement. We do not get an exact measurement. In fact, we get an approximate rational value. So we are not able to realize that either circumference c or diameter d of circle is irrational. When you find with the help of scale or any other devices, we find the measurement of this circumference and diameter, then we are not able to realize that either circumference or diameter of circle is irrational. But therefore we can conclude that as such there is not any contradiction regarding the value of pi, and we realize that the value of pi is irrational. When you are finding the ratio, that time is rational number, but when you are talking about the pi, then it is irrational number. So once again I repeat this. When we know that when we measure the length of line or a figure by using a scale or any device, we do not get an exact measurement. We cannot measure exact. In fact, we get an approximate rational values. We write the approximate rational values. So we are not able to realize that either circumference or diameter is irrational. Therefore, we can conclude that as such there is not any contradiction regarding the value of pi. And when we realize that the value of pi is irrational. Question number 5. Rationalize the denominator of the following. First, 1 upon root 7. Second, 1 upon root 7 minus root 6. Third, 1 upon root 5 plus root 2. Fourth, 1 upon root 7 minus 2. Rationalize the denominator. What is the meaning of rationalize the denominator? It means that when denominator is in the form of root, then we need to remove the root from the denominator. So when you remove the root from the denominator, then we need to multiply in numerator and denominator by root 7. If you multiply in numerator and denominator by root 7, then from denominator root will remove. Answer: we need to multiply the numerator and denominator by root 7. Multiply in numerator and denominator by root 7, then you get 1 upon root 7 into multiply root 7 upon root 7. When you multiply in numerator and denominator by same number, then there is no effect on the question. Question remains same. So this will be equal to root 7 into 1 root 7 upon root 7 into root 7. When you multiply root 7 into root 7, then root will remove. It will be 7. This will be the answer. Root 7 upon 7. It is rationalized. Second is 1 upon root 7 minus root 6. Now we have to remove the square root from the denominator. Then we need to multiply in numerator and denominator by root 7 plus root 6, its conjugates. When question is of form of 1 upon root a plus root b, then we need to multiply its conjugate root a minus root b. Here we need to multiply numerator and denominator by its conjugates. The conjugates of root 7 minus root 6 is root 7 plus root 6. Only you change the sign. When you find the conjugates of any number of the form of root a plus root b, then you change the sign. It will be root a minus root b. Similarly, the conjugate of root 7 minus root 6 is root 7 plus root 6. Only change the sign. If sign is minus, then you write plus. If sign is plus, then you write minus. Multiply. Now 1 upon root 7 minus root 6 multiply by its conjugate root 7 plus root 6 upon multiply by root 7 plus root 6. In numerator, this will be equal to root 7 plus root 6 upon a minus b and a plus b. Using the identity a minus b, a plus b equal to a square minus b square. In the same way, it will be root 7 whole square minus root 6 whole square. You can write here, this will be equal to, here you can write using identity a minus b, a plus b equal to a square minus b square. This will be equal to root 7 plus root 6 upon root 7 square 7 minus root 6 square 6 this will be equal to root 7 plus root 6 upon 1. This is answer. Similarly, third part, multiply by its conjugates in numerator and denominator, then it will be, this will be equal to 1 upon root 5 plus root 2. Multiply its conjugates is root 5 minus root 2. Multiply in numerator and denominator. This will be equal to root 5 minus root 2 upon a plus b, a minus b, using same identity, a square minus b square. This will be equal to root 5 minus root 2 upon root 5 square 5 minus root 2 square 2. This will be equal to root 5 minus root 2 upon 5 minus 2, 3. This is the answer. Rationalize, because in denominator there is no square root. Similarly, last part, multiply by its conjugates 1 upon root 7 minus 2. The conjugate of root 7 minus 2 will be root 7 plus 2. You multiply in numerator and denominator. It will be 1 upon root 7 minus 2, then multiply by its conjugate root 7 plus 2 upon root 7 plus 2. This will be equal to root 7 plus 2 upon a plus b and a minus b, a square minus b square. Same identity apply here. It will be root 7 whole square minus 2 whole square. This will be equal to root 7 plus 2 upon root 7 square 7 minus root 2 square 2 to the 4. This will be equal to root 7 plus 2 upon 7 minus 4, 3. This is the answer. That's all. Thank you very much.